What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video, and this is episode, I don't know, 7,469, had to throw 69 in there, of did I just buy more flipping floor mats? Holy smokes, look at all this. You know, I was a little price shook. These are the Weathertechs. Now, they're different. They're the same color, but they're different. Let me explain, okay? These are the HP, I believe, HD, HP. I gotta double check, don't quote me. These are the version better than the typical Weathertech mats. So that whole set, that's the first, second, and third row right there. That costs like 300 bucks, all right? Then these are the 2 trunk mats. Why do you need 2 trunk mats? Because I have FOMO and really bad OCD. That's why I need 2 trunk mats. This is gonna be the one that I'll be rolling around in absolutely the most. But this is a family vehicle. If I go on vacation, if I go shopping, if I go to Home Depot, if I go anywhere, I'm gonna be kicking myself in the ASS, capital ASS, if I didn't pick up that floor mat that covers the whole third row when it's collapsed down. So I'll have full coverage for any situation, and because of that, having that, remember, I guess if you watch any of the videos, the OEM mats had these horrendous, cheap, crappy backing plate situations. Yeah, anyway, these are the TuxMats. Now, I love these mats, except for the driver's side. In full transparency, I did contact them. We do think that there might be a situation with the actual driver's side mat. They're sending me a new mat. It's not going to be ready until sometime this month. It is May 2nd as of filming this. So sometime in May, there will be a replacement coming from TuxMats. I'll check it out. I'm going to see if it fits. If it does, I'm obviously keeping these. I'm selling the OEM mats. So my plan is I'm going to have these and these. Now, obvious color difference. This was bothering me. I've been going back and forth, and I'm like, all right, I'm not gonna really be too upset with black floor mats, but like the whole theme of the car is basically, it's called Very Dark Atmosphere, I believe. So it's basically like a cocoa. So these are a cocoa colored mat from WeatherTech. Now, also in full transparency, this bothers me. And dealing with these mats in the past, I know that this is a sticker, so I'm gonna peel these off. There's a guy called Rebadge Design. I've dealt with him in the past. I believe he could or does make a replacement that goes in there, so I'm gonna see if I can get something made with my actual OCD logo. For now, I'm just gonna leave it blank. Now let me show you one of the things, or a few of the things that I really like about these mats over the original gen. Now, like I said, these are different, right? Do you notice this? On every flippin' WeatherTech floor mat that I've ever had has had those. I've never really been a fan because it just adds an extra place for dirt and debris to get into. I know I'm back and forth, but in these like crevices in here, I've always had issues with dirt and debris. But these new mats, they're just designed nicer. They've got closed caps instead of this kind of design, which this kind of bothered me as well, having all black and then you see this little brown nipple popping out, for lack of a better word. But these are definitely more of a rubbery, heavy duty form fitted material versus the other ones. The other ones just felt like this rigid tub. These feel like they're gonna lay better, and they all have these nipples, these aggressive nipples that are going to help it bite into the carpet. I'm confident that the finish is going to be good, but all of them have the nipply material, and I think that's going to really help keep everything nice. So I'm going to pop these in right now before it gets darker. And yeah, that's basically the gist of it. I gave the car a quick vacuum. I'm losing daylight as we speak, as per usual, but I'm gonna put a light in the car if I film inside the car because this camera's dog crap, and that is what it is. I'm gonna show you what this one looks like in the car, and then I'm gonna put the seats back down. So actually what I'm gonna do is pop the trunk now and show you what this looks like, hopefully good. And what I really like about these versus previous trunk mats that I didn't like this. If you watch the Hawk, they had this lip that came out here instead of this. I wanted this being flush and flat on both, so it's got this nice funnel here where anything liquid could come down and out, but it gave this nice finished look. That's the way a trunk mat should look. But let's try to put these in a trunk now. I just got done saying how I'm gonna have to hunt birds soon because this is starting to get absolutely ridiculous every day now. They're like shitting in the same place from up there, and you know, I vote red and I possess, so this is gonna be a problem for them. But anyway, buttons get pushed. Like I said, this is not gonna be a common thing having this here, so let's just see what it looks like first. I won't have this often, but it'll at least it'll exist. I never had any fitment issues with WeatherTech before. Then again, I've never had fitment issues with TuxMat before either. And to this day, we're still good. No fitment issues. Now, obviously, these two chairs will come back, but this is a lot of coverage, and the color is pretty damn spot on for what I have. Is pretty awesome. I'm gonna wrap these, by the way, some kind of like black or carbon fiber or brushed something. But I love how it's got the high wall, and the high wall, so it's protecting everything, and then it just comes down if I want. So it's just a nice look. I love the pattern of it. It's just very symmetrical, and it makes my OCD feel like it's doing backflips in heaven. I love it. Very good. So this is a win. Now let's see, put these chairs back up and we'll see what the trunk mat looks like. Hello. It's heavy. For one hand, it's not really ideal. Now I know we're doing this bass backwards, but it's because, isn't that amazing? We're doing this bass backwards because I want to get inside and do everything with the other. So this is what I'm really hoping for, is a giant success. Now this is a raw and uncut as it gets. This is me. Okay, push this in, down, nice, put it in, and I dig it. Obviously, you know, this just came out of a box recently. Any little thing, because I know that's going to bother some of you, it bothers me. I'm going to heat this up if I have to, but I'm going to have protection in my trunk. That is all I could ask for right there. Let me pop these back up, because yoink. All right, let's get to the front seats and let's put these bad boys in. Of course, I had to stop and clean that bird crap off, because that was just not going to be okay. All right, so since this gave me trouble last time, let's put this here and let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna slide this in. Now, install is more snug because of those things. Obviously, you know, they're catching on the rug, but I snapped that in, and the other one's gotta be right here. Okay, that snaps in, and I guess I could just, can I tuck it in? Because that would be really just a cow's titties if I could just do that. Come on, it's like a little stupid hair. Get out. That's how that looks. Everything lines up pretty nice, and it feels nice. Now I don't know if I'm supposed to tuck that under or if that's gonna cause some kind of push and bunch here, because there's that. So I don't know if that's... Okay, so I'm gonna assume I'm not supposed to tuck it, because now that lays nice and flat. And then obviously as it sits and I use it, it's gonna end up relaxing. I don't relax, but the mats will. I like it. I do. I really like this. The way the logo is just different. It's a different type. It's just a different type of logo. I don't have to worry about the door hitting anything either. I know some of you are gonna say, why are you so anal about floor mats? They're just gonna get stepped on. They're under your feet. Blah, blah, blah. The reason I'm so anal is because I expect things to just work out, or to be thought of in a critical way. Okay, so this one is obviously less crazy than the driver's side, because there's only one thing, but that goes in and sits and it looks nice. Color wise, way better than the black. It just looks like these are supposed to be in the car, which I dig that a lot. All right, so we're gonna do the third row first, then the second row. Might not make sense to anybody, but to me it does, and that's what matters. I think my my thought process here is that if I put these in first, whoa boy, I won't be stepping all over the other format to get them in. So let's do it this way. I'm gonna try to pan the camera sort of slow, because I do realize that in the low light we have some issues, but this really couldn't be much easier, could it? Okay, so that just kind of lays in there and has no problems. I dig it. I do dig it. I can push the chair all the way back. There's only gonna be one thing. One thing. There's one thing that could ruin this whole thing, and that's the intersection here. And we're gonna find out. How that connects is gonna be big. To me, at least. Maybe to some of you, no. But to me, see, that would annoy me. This noise, that's gotta go. At least it says made in the USA. Come on, god damn it. I don't get it. I don't get why companies have to do that. Like, what? Stupid sticker. Now I gotta check. I think I already took it off of the one in the third row, but now I gotta check. That's horrible. So like I said, it's not easy to put mats down one-handed, but I think we're close. What I like about these over the TuxMat is there's no guesswork about like what's gonna sit and have an issue or not. I guess this is gonna go over. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be brutally honest, because, well, that's what I do, and I'm the guy that bought them. I do miss this part here on the TuxMats for the kids, so that part is missed, but this is cleanable and replaceable if it needs to be. I love that this has that theme all throughout with the walls. Comes up. I don't love that. In fact, that might be the worst part about it, unless it's just sitting weird, which could be. Maybe once it settles, it'll look better, but like, I get it. It's function. I also don't absolutely love this, unless I'm doing this wrong. But I can't imagine I am, because this looks like this is designed to be flush here. So this is, again, the website says it's gonna settle. So I'm gonna give this a couple days, because once it settles down, I'm assuming it's gonna be better. But right now, that's kind of silly. But I guess, look, you know, even the design of this is like, it's just like an OCD nightmare, honestly. Like, that is such a sharp piece of plastic to do. Like, who designed that? That's who I want to know. Who designed this? To not, like, come... That is so dumb. That's gonna bother me now every single time I look. But yeah, okay, well, it's in. Alright, I do kind of like they're nice. There's grip to these. There's definitely some grip to them. They feel good. I like the sound they make. I know that shouldn't matter, but like when you're... It's that thud. Okay. I like how they go with the theme of the car, the color-wise. I don't like that lip there. I'm gonna look up online. I could be wrong. That could be something that has to tuck, or I have to pull that back. I gotta check. Maybe I should have put the third row in last. Who knows? Anything's possible. So I tucked it more, and it's coming out less. I think once it sits flush, we're gonna be fine. It just needs to rest. It's been sitting in a box. So we're gonna see how that goes. So let's conclude. Let's talk quickly though, because I'm getting annoyed with this topic. Am I 100% happy? No, I'm not. I didn't think I was ever gonna be. I don't think I'm the type of person that's ever gonna be 100% happy. I'm also the type of person that spends a lot of time looking things up, spends a lot of time researching, spends a lot of time buying. And I have that in me where somebody could be like, oh, that's really good. And somebody says the same, on the same product, no, that's horrible. So the conflicting opinions is exactly why everything is just so subjective in this world. And I feel like you have to You have to look at things from your point of view, and you have to look at it from like, what are you okay with and what's gonna be okay with you, and what's gonna work. So like you look at all this stuff. These floor mats are really nice. I'm keeping them. They're obviously expensive. I think once they send me the driver's side mat, I'm gonna attempt just putting that one in to see how I feel about it and how it fits, because I would love to keep these and just switch. I'm that guy. I'll switch every couple weeks, every couple months, you know, like whenever, maybe once a month I'll switch mats. I'm weird like that. Like I'll take every 2 weeks I'll switch mats. I don't care. Like I'm that guy, because to me, when you spend money on something, just out of spite, out of the principle that I spent money on it, I'll find a way to use it. I won't just let it go to waste. I don't have that in me. I'm either gonna sell it or I'm gonna use it. I don't want things to just be like, oh, it's sitting there. Like this, look at this, more mats, bro. Like, come on. These are the other formats, and I like that. Let me see something real quick. I did like these mats, except for the third row, and honestly, the whole interlocking part wasn't really ideal, but you know, they're pretty close. There's a subtle difference. This has definitely got more of like a purplish brown cocoa, I guess, and this is definitely more brown black, I guess you could say, but that's fine. I'm actively going to try to sell these to somebody, because there's a lot of people out there that just don't have the same problems mentally. So I put everything in a box, and I'm going to find somebody that wants them. They're going to find themselves a nice home. If you're watching this and you have a 21 to 23 Escalade and you're in the tri-state area, hit me up, because I ended up having a smoking deal on these because of my points from the purchase of the vehicle. So I'll be very transparent. You're not going to be paying what I paid. You'll pay less than what I paid, and what I paid was a lot less than what these cost. So if you want these mats and you're okay with the interlocking thing, you know, let me know. You can save some money. You get them for a good deal. But conclusion, I'm happy with the TuxMats. I'm happy with the Weathertech. I'm going to keep the Weathertech in for a hot minute. I'm going to take the badges off of those, try to get my own custom badges made, and I'm going to report back once this comes in. But the theme for me is going to be swapping back and forth from these two. That's just a conclusion. There will be no more mats purchased. I'm just going to deal with it. I'm not going to run matless, so at the end of the day, it is what it is. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If you enjoyed my chaos for spending all this time and money and 3 different videos now on formats, something so trivial and silly, then, you know, hit that subscribe button and let me know in the comment section below that I'm absolutely out of my mind. But yes, this is done. This was only $200 something. This should have been 3 to 4, but I spent 6. Shipping was a giant bitch with this, but it is what it is. And I called WeatherTech. Super nice people, super nice company, very nice customer service. They told me flat out they don't run sales. They have no discounts. They have no sponsorship programs. They have no affiliates. They have no influencer. They know what they got. They know they have the market by the balls for the most part, except when you want like these bougie mats. But they're still right. I would say these are neck and neck. I like the design. If these TuxMats were in this color, I would say TuxMats hands down. But for me, the color really does mess with it, and the driver's side. But otherwise, I would lean more toward the TuxMats, especially with this, that back fitment there. But like I said, we're gonna swap back and forth. You'll see them in different videos. It'll be switched up. Don't judge me. I love you all. I hope everybody's staying happy, healthy, and humble. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Look at the size of this thing. Where the hell am I going to store this? Right up my ass?